In a world filled with drama and emotional triggers that lead to doubt and waswas, how can we train ourselves to stay off and remain calm, knowing that the more we resist agitation?
Yeah, it's going to be through the tafakkur and contemplation. Means these talks on Tesla and energy and Einstein now very relevant, now it's everywhere. So all these different people are now talking about energies and devices and once these aliens want to show themselves, which is the jinn world, what's going to happen. Well, Naqshbandis will be on top of everything because they were taught that these are energy worlds, these are energy beings, these are all of these different realities. It's not going to come as a shock to people. Only people who get shocked are the external people because their religion is so external and they don't think of energy, they don't think of the reality of the soul, they don't think of all of these different practices. So as a result, with these difficulties that are coming and realities that are opening and sciences that are opening, the only way to keep ourselves energized is through with energy practices. There's an immense field of energy all around us and everything is alive. How do you connect with it? So the device you hold in your hand makes you nervous and connects you to every type of negative energy until you become so overly overwhelmed or wound up as they call it. When you look at all of these different social medias, it's winding you up, making you agitated, making you aggravated. But you really didn't learn how to ground, to take the negative energy out, and how to breathe and tafakkur and contemplate, visualize the shaykhs and bring a immense positive energy. If you don't do that, the overwhelming negativity begins to destroy the character, make you to be anxious, make you to be nervous, make you to be angry. This is a lack of your positive energy. What happens when you don't have positive energy? You're angry. You stopped your practices, you stopped the awrads, you stopped everything, you're just angry all the time because there's an abundance of negative energy all around you. So this is what we're trying to teach people, you're a device. There's nothing more, don't make it more complicated, you're nothing really special. You're a chosen device by the Divine, means He's given us an extreme ability if we use it. Either you're collecting a lot of negative energy and then you start to, your speaker is now speaking, you're just like a speaker and you're picking up all of the negative energy and everything that broadcasts from you is going to be negative. And as a result you're going to have a lot of anxiety and apprehension and all sorts of different character defects that many of these people and teenagers they no longer can function. Why? Because they have a lot of negative energy. As a result of negative energy what happens? You become apprehensive and nervous and at night they can't sleep because they don't have the correct energy to ground themselves and to feel everything is going to be okay. And then all night long they're thinking about, what am I going to do, what's my work going to be, how's my school going to be. So we are a very sensitive spiritual creature and shaitan knows that if he overwhelms the energies with negative bombardments then we don't function. Spiritual teachers are coming and teach, no, ground, breathe, make your zikr, do your practices. That energy is all around you of positivity, you have to call upon it. And then we came in and said, even go watch the quantum entanglement, in which the Einstein said it was spooky science. But not spooky science because 1500 years Prophet is teaching the madad, in which there are people and souls that were entangled, they weren't even present. Uwais al-Qarani was one example in which Prophet taught the companions. And he was so entangled with the reality of Prophet upon his passing, Sayyidina Muhammad gave his khirka to Hazrat Ali and Hazrat Umar that, go give my khirka, my jubba that I had when he had passed away with all his sweat and all these lights and realities that he was putting into that holy jubba. was to be given to Uwais al-Qarani. And who was he? That wasn't in the physical presence but was so entangled with the reality of Prophet. That was the opening and the teaching of, there are awliya, there are many souls whom are connected with me but you didn't physically see them. It's not only the people you physically see with me that are attached to me. So when we say the Uwaisi connection, this the daleel is from Hazrat Uwais al-Qarani. And that was then the beginning of the opening of those realities, that you can be entangled with someone you love, and if you love them more than you love yourself you'll be with them. Meaning what? The superior power will carry you in their reality. And so one of his realities was he's the great intercessor for those whom did not accept the realities of Islam, that he's going to intercede for them and that he guides them towards the realities of Islam, Sayyidina Uwais al-Qarani. So yeah, these are all these energies and realities, and that's why it's so important. And when we start to research and search it and search these subjects, you'll see all of these come into your feed, all these sciences come into the feed, so that it gives more clarity because they have nice graphics, they have decent understandings on the scientific realities of madad and connection and the world of light. And what do you think they're going to reveal? Why are they not revealing the jinn nations? Because it destroys everything people have been taught in school. Where we said before, someone says the laws of physics, very bold statement, that the physics you have and you're like in kindergarten compared to all these nations of jinn and Allah's creation, and you say it's a law, when they find out that it's not a law at all. So they're worried that once these nations introduce themselves, what happens to all the schooling and all the thoughts they had on the realities they thought they learned, or the sciences they thought they learned, and now everything has to be relearned. So above every knower there's a knower, and Allah going to continuously send different knowledges to people so that they seek and take a life of seeking knowledges, not thinking you know something and that's it, and then limiting ourselves to any growth. What knowledges will come in healing, in energies, in movement and sound and vibrations, inshaAllah.